Hello and welcome back, my little goblins, or welcome if you're new. Today, we are going to be continuing our journey with Lil Guardsman. I'm a little bit worried to see how everything plays out because I feel like some of the decisions we've been making may not have been necessarily the greatest, but no way of knowing other than to just jump right in. Level 9. The last level was intense.
Leading to the highest levels of brutality ever recorded, with the pointless bloodshed sure to scar the psyche of all those involved for years to come. Haunting words from one of the survivors of last night's charity bake sale at the Garden District's Haven for the Elderly, and now news from the war. The battle for the Western Food Reserve Grotto was successful. That is the
Awesome.
only detail I have to report. And now, more exclusive audio from what has been dubbed the Goodies for Geezers Bake Sale Massacre.
Okay. I don't really know if I want to know about that completely, to be fair. All right, I don't see anything new interactable, so let's just go ahead
Hey,
and
a letter arrived from Dad.
wait, where? Where?
Dear Lil, thanks for writing back. Your letter really made my day. Hearing you and everyone back home are doing so well made me sleep easy. So easy, in fact, that I missed the morning bugle and was late for roll call. Boy, was I in trouble. And because I wasn't there, I got stuck with mechanic duty for the next big battle.
Ooh. Sorry, Pops.
They say this time it'll be fought in the air, and it's my job to help repair the planes. Don't tell anyone, but I really don't know what I'm doing. But your grandfather on your mother's side was a master mechanic, and I'll always remember the words he said to me on my wedding day.
What was that?
If your wife doesn't find you handsome, she better find you handy. So I guess if I investigate each aircraft that comes my way, I'm sure I'll find something to fix, and then help win the battle. Thanks, Granddad.
Okay.
That goes for you too. If you draft any would-be airmen, make sure there isn't anything on their end that needs fixing first. Anyways, I better go. Draw me a line again, will ya? But this time, maybe don't write such good news. If I get in trouble one more time, who knows what'll happen? Sincerely, Dad.
Huh.
I'm so glad he's okay. I'll write him another letter tonight.
The Royal Writ? My spies have informed me that there is an increasing dissatisfaction fostering dissent within the enemy's inner circle. Do with that information what you will. Ash. In addition to the forces that were drafted, the outcome of the last battle was also due to the state of our equipment. Pay extra attention to what our men, women, and creatures are marching into battle with. Striker. Although their proposal for addressing our little food shortage problem was rushed through council without their scrutiny or approval, please extend my associate from Catering Corp every possible courtesy, and don't trouble yourself too terribly with the nature of the plan. Nothing to see here, as they say. Councilwoman Ash. Okay. And Guardsman Randy has been brought out of forced retirement to supervise our food stores. Welcome back, Randy. Middle manager Mike Melroy. Okay. I may have stolen a deck of tarot cards off of an old wandering nomad type woman. So far, everything I've predicted has come true. Now the old bag yelled something about a curse if the cards were overused as I was running away, but I'm sure it's nothing. Look at me. I'm battling 1,000. I've got all the answers. Call me now. Malcolm, fortune teller to the stars. Alright. It's gonna be an interesting level. Well, we got plenty of crystals. Alright, so let's put one in the decoder ring. Put one in the metal detector, and then one of those just in case. One for right now. One. And then that's just because I don't really feel like I'll end up using it. I think we should be okay with what I have here. Let me put one more of those in here, because we do tend to use that quite a bit. Alright. I think we should be good. Or, you know what, let's just be safe about it. Since I do have the excess crystals, we'll go ahead and go. Excuse you. Are you gonna? Okay, thank you. Alright, so and then I don't feel like I really need a purple. Why am I saying purple? It's pink. Don't feel like I need to put a pink one in there. It doesn't, I think I've only used it maybe once during the entirety of the time that we've been doing this series, so I don't really feel like it's going to be useful in this watch. Now that I'm not, you know, now that I say that, it will. I don't know, let's see who comes first.
Unhand me, you fools! I must be granted entry immediately!
Oh no, I recognize that voice.
Hear ye! I have come to relay the terms of the immediate and unconditional surrender of the sprawl to the Kingdom of Petrod, as dictated by His Royal Highness, Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrod. Prince Phineas, son of King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk, who was daughter of King Fangil, son of Queen Amelia, daughter of King Rupert, son of Queen Talia, daughter of King Salvatore, son of Queen Fedabel, daughter of King Algernon, son of Queen Rebecca, daughter of King Timothy, son of Queen Sarsaparilla, daughter of King Finbar, son of Queen Anne, daughter of King Remus, son of Queen Turtledove, who was daughter of King Fangil, son of Queen Amelia.
That's enough.
Yes, I know who he is. Remember? I told the princess not to marry him, and I'm feeling better about that choice by the second.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how long he was gonna go on, and that's why that lasted for a second there, but like, why, my dude? Alright, like what?
Let me in, peasant! Princess Desdemona!
What about her?
Peasant? Wow, I didn't realize you were royalty.
Huh? Oh.
Well, I'm not.
So that means you are also a peasant, right?
I mean, yeah.
And it's Queen Desdemona now, so put some respect on her name.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Let me in, person of equal social standing. Queen Desdemona will want to hear what I have to say.
Apart from the mistake of calling her princess, this guy sounds like he may have some important information.
I don't think you were talking to me, but you're right, I do.
Okay.
I don't mind wasting time here with you, to be honest. Things back in Petrod are, in a word, bleak.
Oh, you do say, huh?
Bleak, you say?
Yes, quite bleak indeed. Supplies are in short, supply, and morale is at an all-time low. This war has taken a toll on the spirit of all Petrodians. That is why I really think it best that I speak with Her Majesty in private.
Well, maybe if Marvog took a side in this conflict rather than sitting on the fence, this war would be over by now.
How are you so sure that Marvog would take your side?
Maybe I should keep my big nose out of diplomacy?
Maybe. All right, child. I will tell you the truth. It is my intention to divulge the top-secret battle plans I have been made privy to the Queen in exchange for food for my people. We are starving, and if the sprawl can help us, I will be sure to help you end this conflict to the best of my abilities.
Okay.
Whoa, sounds like somebody is defecting.
Would you keep your voice down, for the love of... Yes, I am defecting. Our people are starving to death, all because Prince Phineas got cock-blocked. It's madness, and it must stop at once. Please let me in.
Hopefully I didn't mess up by doing this. I feel like
Thank you. Hopefully, this exchange of food for information will help put an end to this bloody war.
Hopefully. Alright, how bad did I do? Oh. Having heard their true intentions, you let them in. Now it's up to the queen and other people above your pay grade. Awesome. Got a full 4 stars on that. Moving on. Oh. Hi.
Ahoy, child manning the gate.
Hi, mana basket with... Is that supposed to be a hot air balloon? Where's the balloon part?
Ahoy! Adult in a basket?
Ha ha! I like your spirit. I am here to enlist in Her Majesty's Air Force.
Oh. Okay.
Once inflated, my grand contraption shall sail high above the clouds. First, I will destroy the enemy air force, and then it will take me no time at all to traverse the entire world at that altitude.
Okay. Trust or doubt?
Wow, that sounds so cool. Traverse the entire world in what exactly?
Is it the best?
Why, it's a balloon, of course. When inflated to almost bursting, this ball will carry me up into the sky, keeping myself inside this wicker basket aloft. Simple science.
Okay.
Wow.
Maybe I
I
could...
first read about the floating ball machine in a book about a chap going around the world in 80 days. Julie Goblin Vernon, I think his name was.
Julie Goblin Vernon. Okay.
This was many years ago, mind you, so I figure doing the same in 79 days should be a piece of cake. A new record, I'd wager.
Fair?
Of course, all that depends on whether or not you help win the upcoming air battle first, right?
Obviously. That is definitely my top priority.
Sir.
Convinced me.
Okay.
This is my heat source. Fire. You see, when I fill the balloon with hot air, it goes up. Boom. Science.
You're using a little itty-bitty lighter?
You can't just say, boom, science, and expect it to work. Do you actually think that tiny lighter is going to be strong enough to inflate a balloon that big?
Yes. Why? Do you have something more suitable?
Why, yes, I do.
Here, take this. I swiped it from a doe-eyed singing psychopath.
Yes, we have no need for it.
Huzzah! Thank you, child. With this, I could sail the world in perhaps even 76 days, give or take.
We can't ask him anything else, so I mean, at this point, it's just... I hope we don't fuck over Dad by doing this, but we're gonna draft him and... I don't know. Hopefully it goes well.
Tally-ho! Now I'll show those smug bastards at the Royal Academy Club who doubted me. With this powerful new heat source, I shall sail high into the sky and into destiny itself. Bon voyage!
Oh, I hope I really didn't mess up here.
Enjoy the battle.
Oh, I hope I did not mess up. Oh, food court
Hey,
people.
I remember you.
Really? Most people don't. Regardless, I am here today on behalf of Catering Corp regarding our services and food management.
Okay.
We are prepared to oversee the appropriate distribution of the Sprawl's food rations up until the time when this war is resolved in favor of either side.
Very heroic of you to volunteer aid.
The proposed services rendered come with a detailed budget and a projected ROI.
Less heroic.
Question him and see if...
It has come to our attention that the food rations are being severely mismanaged. If this trend is allowed to continue, the Sprawl will be completely out of food in a week.
Oh, ooh. That's not good.
Are you sure your numbers are correct?
Of course our numbers are correct. All we do is numbers. We eat, sleep, and breathe numbers.
Sounds like you take this pretty seriously. You must really enjoy cooking.
Cooking has nothing to do with it. This is all about cold, hard facts, which coincidentally is the temperature and consistency of our food.
Huh. Sounds appetizing.
So what's the big plan to save our city?
Soylent Beige nutrient bars.
Soylent Beige nutrient bars.
I don't know what that means.
I don't like the sound of that.
As per these documents, Soylent Beige is a high-protein foodstuff.
Oh. High protein food stuff, huh?
Can I get a look at those documents?
No, you've already used your action point.
You don't even know what's on them, do you?
Of course I do. I drafted these plans myself. It's composed of intense legalese and bureaucratic jargon that I doubt you'd understand.
But you could just tell me if you wanted to, right?
Right. But I do not.
Okay, so... Crew spray.
I feel compelled to verbally dictate Catering Corp's food rationing plan.
Do so.
Item 1. All individuals above the weight of 71.6 kilograms will be allowed a single 14.7 gram ration of Soylent Beige nutrient bars per day. Item 2. Anyone below 71.6 kilograms will be restricted to food scraps and/or edible waste, either begged or foraged.
The fuck?
Item 3. Individuals below 71.6 kilograms who succumb to hunger will be collected and repurposed into said Soylent Beige nutrient bars in order to sufficiently feed the remaining individuals above the weight of 71.6 kilograms.
Excuse me?
So concludes Catering Corp's extremely efficient plan to solve the Sprawl's extreme food shortage crisis.
Collected and repurposed into Soylent Beige nutrient bars? Oh my god! I've got to tell everybody! Soylent Beige is people!
Not just people, it could be goblins or ogres as well.
That is disgusting.
I'm not gonna let you in to turn our people into food.
But what about,
No!
again, not exclusively people, we're open to all creatures.
Just no.
Disgusting. You discovered Catering Corp's nefarious plans and stopped it in its tracks. I mean, people are still starving, but 4-star. Hello, sir.
What's the holdup? I figured most of you Guardian Defender types would be out fighting on the front lines. Let's move it along. I got a Goblin Ball match to set up.
And you are...
Albert St. Lush, manager of the Sprawl Brawlers.
Okay. What else can you tell me?
I didn't think any more home games were being played this season. You know, because of the siege of the Sprawl, the threat of invasion, and the ongoing war that could destroy us all.
Yeah. Let me in and I'll make sure we get one last game.
You sound very confident about that.
What's not to be confident about? I'm a Goblin Ball manager. I've been managing Goblin Ball since you was in diapers. Besides, I've got a plan how we can get a game going.
I don't know if I trust this. Try the true spray again and see if this gives us a good result.
I'm gonna put an absolute boatload of money on the Sprawl Brawlers today. under an assumed name, obviously. All they need are those tools of the trade, and they're a shoo-in to win it.
What?
So long as the players don't ask any questions about what they're getting, it's totally legit. The secret ingredient is pure basilisk venom.
Excuse?
If I didn't have them, I'd be crazy to bet on them.
Confiscate that. Excuse you.
Well, there ain't no way I'm gonna win with these bums now.
Like, sir.
Okay, I've gotta know. How are you gonna field a team for a Goblin Ball match?
Most of the choice players from the Sprawl Brawlers are out fighting on the front, protecting the innocent, blah, blah, blah. My plan is grab the best looking prospects from whoever we've got defending the walls, load them up with, confidence, and put the team together. Easy peasy.
You think that the best of the rest from the Sprawl could really go toe-to-toe with a proper Goblin Ball team?
Absolutely. And just between you and me, I think there's a chance we may have the better team. Wink.
You didn't actually wink, you know. You just yelled the word wink.
Or did I? Wink.
Sir.
Yeah, you did. Twice.
Look, can I level with you? I know this will weaken our defenses, but the Sprawl really needs this right now. I really need this right now. And you could probably use this envelope full of gold I've conveniently left for you right there out in the open.
You ain't gonna bribe me, sir.
You never did like Goblin Ball, did you?
Honestly, not really. But my dad sure does.
Well, he's probably very disappointed in you right now. Good day.
Whatever. Okay, so it was absolutely the right thing for the Sprawls, spreading thin resources, but now there won't be a Goblin Ball game, and where's the fun in that? You will not be able to visit the arena. That's okay. That doesn't really matter to me. Oh, hey, what's up?
Echo!
Oh my god, what a lame joke.
What is?
That your name is Echo and...
Echo!
I hate myself.
Well, I know you dislike him, but he's one of my favorites.
What do you want, Echo? And don't you dare say Echo again.
All right, little sister. Chill out.
What are you doing here?
The Mages Guild are all gathering in the Sprawl to discuss our place in the war efforts. Been a long time since we've all been summoned together like this.
Who summoned you?
The High Council of the Mages Guild summoned their membership by sending a glowing green light into the sky. A sort of signal that tells us we're all needed.
Okay.
I get it. The mage signal. Good thing you were looking up.
You're telling me? The reason I founded the Mages Guild was so that we wouldn't have to all gather together this way. It was a set of guiding principles that all mages would adhere to, so if you knew a mage, you knew what to expect. Kept people from fearing us. Now it looks like some mages want people to fear us. It won't end well.
No, it won't.
You founded the Mages Guild? Whoa, how old are you?
1685, they say we carry the 7. Well,
You know what? Never mind.
Okay, what else do you gotta say?
these power crystals are what changed things. Back in my prime, a mage might see one power crystal in a lifetime, and even then it might not be a particularly powerful one. What they're pulling out of that dig site could open the door to worlds of possibilities, and not necessarily good ones.
What else do you know about power crystals?
I've got one right here in my robe. This here's my old power crystal. I don't usually carry it around, but with this gathering of the mages, I thought it might come in handy. Of course, it might not. Haven't used it in an awful long time.
Yeah, this looks trash.
Yeah, there's around a 67% chance it is.
Huh. Well then. Okay. I don't feel like you're gonna do anything, so I'm just gonna let you through. You're chill. Go do what you gotta do.
Thanks, Lil. I better get to the Mages Guild. But first, I may stop by the Twisted Sister and grab some grub. Man, have I got a case of the munchies. Rock on, little buddy.
Rock on, my dude. 3-star. We were only actually able to get a 3-star. He was here on official guild business. Sure, he's a stoner windbag, but he's good people. Agreed. He is good people. Oh.
Whoa! Stand down, Peaches. It's all right. I'm here for the draft. Well, me and Peaches.
Okay. So, a small child and a dragon.
You can communicate with
Peaches. Uh-huh. She's really good at taking direction. Sometimes. I'm still getting the hang of it.
Okay.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, you get used to it. It comes with the territory when you're a dragon rider.
Oh my god, can I be you?
My dad says that it's unlikely that we'll be called into the fighting today, as the enemy forces aren't really known for their air support. But I'm still really scared. I ride Peaches for fun. I'm no combat specialist. But I am here, ready to be counted if the Sprawl needs me. Or, more accurately, if the Sprawl needs Peaches.
You are so incredibly brave.
Oh gosh, thanks. I hope Peaches is ready for anything that comes our way. I know I'm nowhere near as good a rider as my dad, and I feel like I'm missing something. Oh well, I'm here and ready to go.
You're missing something?
I'm just filling in for my dad today. This is his job, Primaris Dragon Rider. But today he says that I have to work his shift while he places a bet on the Goblin Ball match down at the pub.
That's exactly what happened to me. My dad wanted me to fill in for him while he placed a bet on the Goblin Ball match down at the pub.
Is there even going to be a Goblin Ball match today? My dad said it was up to forces beyond our control.
It was up to me, and no, there's not going to be a Goblin Ball match today because of what I did earlier.
Whoa, your job is so cool.
You got a dragon. I think it's okay. Hopefully it doesn't affect us too badly.
Alright, kid. I think you'll be a welcome addition to the Sprawl's forces.
Really?
Absolutely. It's something about your character, your moxie, your...
Oh, I pushed it. Whoopsie, sorry.
giant intimidating dragon.
That I control with my little tin whistle.
Disappointed roar.
Have fun in the war.
Attention! Second Lieutenant Wilbur Caboose Orville, reporting for duty.
Sir,
Are you talking to me?
why are you showing me your buttocks?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. I have come from the training grounds at the GLA with the finest triplane that Goblin Engineering has to offer, and I am reporting for duty to join Her Majesty's Royal Air Force.
Is that your plane?
Yes, ma'am, indeed it is. A sup with gobbo of primo make and model. As I said, the finest that Goblin Engineering has to offer. Would you like to know her name?
Sure.
Sure. What's her name?
I call her the Green Baron.
Huh. I don't know much about planes, but I know what I like, and I like it.
Ha ha, bully. I've been flying the Green Baron for years now. Earned my wings under King Oswin himself. That was back when you didn't see a whole lot of goblins in the air. I spent a ton on human-colored makeup. She's a good plane and true. It's what's inside that counts. Wink.
Well then. Okay.
You've got a lot of confidence in your abilities. I like that in a pilot.
Not just a pilot, don't you know? Second Lieutenant. King Oswin promoted me himself just a few months before his untimely, mysterious passing.
I don't like that music that just
I was
played.
born to fly. My parents even named me for it. Wilbur Orville, after the two goblin inventors of the very first aeroplane.
Aeroplane.
But it was the day I got my call sign at Top Cannon Academy that I was positive that this was the life for me. Of course, caboose wouldn't have been my first choice, but as you can see, I do have a rather juicy posterior, if I do say so myself.
Oh, so that is why you are showcasing it. Okay.
Do
Sure,
you prefer to
sir.
be called Wilbur or, Caboose?
Call me Caboose, baby.
Okay, I'm a child.
I
in
knew I
this.
liked you.
Well, she is one, technically. But, like, sir. Okay, I can't ask you anything else. We're gonna go ahead and draft you because you actually do have a plane. There doesn't seem to be anything, like, visually wrong with it.
All right, Second Lieutenant. Head in and report for duty.
Alright, hopefully this goes well.
And with that, I make for the skies. Tonight, look to the horizon. If you see a large flash followed by a giant boom, you'll know I've hit an inside the park home run. Ha ha ha. Wink.
Wink.
Sweet Lord, what have I done?
I don't know. We're about to see, though, Lil.
Go for Lil.
Lil, Chuck here. I need you to get your butt down to the Goblin Liberation Army headquarters as soon as you can.
What's up?
What's up, Chuck?
My wife, the princess, queen, still not used to that. She has me deploying various non-human agents, groups, and creatures to help with the war effort. And we've discovered a mole.
A mole?
Like a mole. Not like a mole person. Well, I guess it could be a mole person. We're really not sure at this point. Can you come down to the GLA headquarters and help me sort this out?
Be right there.
I'll be there as soon as I'm done my shift.
Thanks, Lil. I'm sure you can help us identify the traitor in our midst.
Yep, sounds like something I'd be expected to do.
Alright, shift's over, guys. We got a perfect score. Due to our exceptional job performance, 4 stars, you were paid 30 gold for the shift. Awesome sauce. Alright, and then we did read through these after each interaction, so as per usual, we're just gonna move on.
Lil, thanks for coming. Are you ready to help us whack a mole?
What's the scoop so far?
Yesterday, we captured an enemy spy who confessed that they were meeting with their informant, who is part of the GLA. But before we could get a name out of them, the spy chomped down on a poisoned tooth. We've gathered 6 suspects. One of them is definitely the traitor, but so far they're all sticking to their stories.
Couldn't you just get a mage to put a spell on them? Or better yet, I could go get some truth spray from the shed and be done with this in a flash.
Good thinking. But the guilty party could have built up a tolerance to truth sprays, or be in league with a corrupted wizard from the guild. Your deduction skills are the only method we can truly trust. Think you can help us out?
Well, I have done this once before, but it was a low-stakes situation with my little friends. I guess I'll see what I can figure out.
You can interact with each of them twice. They'll just repeat their stories after that. See if you can detect any inconsistencies about their whereabouts last night, and catch them at a lie.
Okay, so we gotta catch a liar. Holy guac, there's a lot of people to question here. Okay, we'll just start from here and then go down the line, I guess.
Last night, I was here with Chuck organizing flyers for the war rally. You can ask him yourself, but if you're looking for a mole, look to my left. They're literally a mole. What more could you ask for?
So, Lil, who is it? Who is the traitor?
I'm not sure. Give me a sec.
I thought he said since he said ask Chuck that I would be able to verify with Chuck.
Listen, I know everyone's gonna think it was me because I'm a literal mole. But last night I was at a bar in Little Ogre Town watching the Goblin Ball game, I swear. I never miss a game, even when they're out of town like they were last night.
I was at a friend's house, a friend who was out of town. I was at their house while they were out of town. They asked me to water their plants while they were out of town. It's the truth.
That explanation was literally all over the place. Okay, moving on.
I know where I was last night. I was at the big game happening downtown, but I'm more concerned about the big guy to my right. Have you ever met a troll you liked or even trusted? Something seems fishy about his story, if you ask me.
I was quietly meditating in my chambers last eve. The degrading acts of skulking in shadows you're picturing are obviously more in line with a creature half the honor of an elf. Someone like a halfling, perhaps?
Ooh, shots fired.
Last night I was attending my sister-in-law's cousin's nephew's birthday party. It was quiet down by the Goblin Bowl arena, with it being an away game and all, so I didn't see anyone on my way home. I don't know why anyone would suspect me. I have a leftover apple tart in my freezer to prove it.
I told you, I was at the Goblin Ball Arena last night. I live around the corner from the stadium, so after the match I went straight home, no funny business. I'd ask that elf. Hard to trust those uptight, pointy-eared snobs.
They're half the size, therefore they're half as trustworthy. Stop wasting everyone's time, and accuse that suspicious-looking halfling already.
What do you have to say?
Fine, I'll confess. I don't actually have any leftover apple tart in my freezer because I ate it on the way home. My sister-in-law's cousin's nephew's mother is a professional cook and I couldn't resist. You should lock her up for the crime of making irresistible desserts.
You're adorable. Okay,
It was... All right, fine, you caught me. I didn't go to a friend's house to water their plants. I was out on a date with a human I met last week.
Oh, well, kudos, my dude.
Plus, I still feel weird talking about it, but the date went great.
That's good.
I honestly have no idea who the traitor is, but all I know is that it's not me. Ask anyone who works at the bar in Little Ogre Town. They'll remember me. I'm a really bad tipper.
Well, then, I mean, at least they can identify you, but it's a little bit sad that, you're proud about that. Okay.
Chuck will vouch for me. I was here. I've got Brawler Season's tickets, so some nights I'm at the arena, but last night they were playing out of town. As to who the traitor is, I don't know what else to tell you. Don't overthink it. They're a freaking mole person. You're looking for a mole! Come on!
You, sir, are pointing fingers at the wrong person. Okay, I think...
So, Lil, who is it? Who is the traitor?
Decide...
I think it was...
I think it was this guy. Yes.
the Cyclops.
What? Why me?
Because you claimed you went to the Goblin Ball match last night, but the Brawlers played an away game. You're clearly lying.
Very clever, little girl, but it's no matter. You and your kingdom will burn, and out of the ashes a new glorious nation shall be born.
Take them away, Carl.
Good work, Lil. We couldn't have done it without you. We'll make sure they're properly punished for their crimes.
Oh, just one more thing before I go.
Yes?
I got nothing. I just always wanted to say that.
Adorable.
Oh, hi, Lil. Back home after a long day's work?
Indeed I am.
You know it.
What a laugh. You, a working stiff.
It's a riot. Hey, Arda, you got a pen and paper? I want to send my dad another letter.
Oh, sure. Here you go.
Artist sweet.
This time, I really want to cheer Dad up. What kind of joke should I tell him?
Write a good joke or write a dirty joke? Write a good joke. Yes.
That should put a smile on his face. Thanks, Arda. Can you send it for me?
My pleasure. I know how much your dad loves to hear from you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't really think there's anyone to, like, talk to. Oh, wait. I don't recognize them, but I just talked to you at the gate. And then I talked to you. Oh, this is his human girlfriend.
Oh, this is so weird, being out with you. Anybody could see.
Aw, honey. It's what's on the inside that matters. I'm not embarrassed to be seen with you.
Embarrassed to be seen with me? I'm worried someone's going to see me with a human and tell my mother.
Oof.
Oh, brother.
Him too.
Alright, I'm gonna move away from that mess. We'll see if he has anything else to say.
The Mages Guild is gathering in the Sprawl to discuss our place in the war efforts. Been a long time since we've all been summoned together like this.
This all sounds like none of my beeswax.
We'll see. It may well be your beeswax after all.
Okay. I feel like that all had to have been like everything that we had already talked about at the gate. So, it's time to go ahead and go to bed for the night and end the level.
I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're ready to hit the hay?
Yeah. I was trying to think if there was absolutely anything else. Fenton. Alright, so the Petrardian envoy Fenton Harcourt III delivered his message to the palace and defected to the Sprawl to live on his days manning a shop that repaired bugles and any other brass instruments that require an pursed embouchure. He couldn't be happier in a new adopted. The Queen was able to use the top-secret battle plans to shore up the Sprawl's defenses, which made a huge difference, at least for a few days. Catering Corp. Having been denied entry into the Sprawl, the Catering Corp rep went back to corporate headquarters with a surplus of the food supplement bar known as Soylent Beige, while the Catering Corp execs weren't pleased by the loss of this contract, they also weren't surprised. Soylent Beige hadn't been selling like it used to, not since the FDA made it mandatory to display the ingredients list on all packaging. Was it the artificial flavor and coloring, the MSG? No, it was the main ingredient, human flesh. Catering Corp would have to deploy this best marketing wizards to spin a new angle on this. Albert denied his planned big comeback Goblin Ball game. Albert St. Lush wasn't able to convince a single pro team to hire him as their manager, so he set his sights lower and went on to coach at the minor league level until a doping scandal got him fired from that job too. He repeated this process for teams in AAA, AA, Single A, etc., until he finally wound up coaching a Little League Goblin Ball team, the Sprawl Sprouts for children 12 and under. They were some of the most suspiciously large 4th graders you ever saw. They swept the season. Echo the Wanderer. Echo arrived at the guild hall just in time to speak out against Tyronius and his plans to demand greatly increased powers for the mages from the queen. Echo successfully argued that the guild should use its power to support the city council and guard corp and help the people the war was hurting instead. Due to Echo's timely intervention, Tyronius did not get to the 3rd majority vote that he needed. He and his followers loudly insisted that the election was stolen, and Tyronius vowed to use his own power to stop this war, by any means necessary. His people formed a radical group that dubbed itself the Freedom Caucus, and they soon vacated the guild hall in a huff. Echo breathed a sigh of relief at a job well done. He took a trip to his favorite haunt, the Sprawl's premier bowling alley, Pinheads. It was a pretty righteous way to end the day. Correctly identified as being the traitor, the guilty Cyclops was loaded into a catapult and flung at a brick wall. The next morning, there was much rejoicing. The Sprawl and its secrets were now safe, thanks to your masterful detective work. That weird thing again. Oh no. Oopsies. Sprawl defeated. So we did mess up somehow. As the dawn sun rose, it was clear that the Sprawl had lost their airborne defenses scattered. There was now no way to protect themselves from attacks coming from above. The people of the Sprawl watched helplessly as the enemy wrote a message in the sky, "Surrender, Lil." Most people thought the message must be a typo, but its looming presence had a severe impact on the city's morale. Using the blowtorch you gave him, Professor Hogg inflated his contraption and rose high into the sky from his basket. He wrought havoc upon the enemy, even flinging his poops at enemy vessels from above. The aging academic patted himself on the back for a job well done. The little Primaris dragon rider trying to command her dragon Peaches with just her tin whistle had a rough go of things. Peaches couldn't hear the whistle above the roar of the battle, become disoriented, and in a panic fled combat and took them home. Her father was mortified when he realized he had failed to equip them with his trusty bullwhip. He resolved right then and there to never leave her in charge again, and he swore off going down to the pub to bet on Goblin Ball for good. While sitting on the runway at the Sprawl airfield inside the park, Home Run, bomb sitting in the Green Baron's hold, accidentally detonated. It destroyed the entire airfield and nearby park, living up to its horrible name, and a plaque was later fixated to the park bench commemorating this utterly stupid, completely avoidable tragedy. Well, and that is gonna be all for today, guys. It got a little bit hectic there. We ended up finding out a lot more information than, we knew beforehand, so that's always a positive, yeah. Anywho, yep, clearly some of our decisions weren't the greatest, and we're just gonna have to live with them. There's nothing really that can be done too much about it. Alright, well, if you did happen to like the video, go ahead and leave a like to let me know you enjoyed. Subscribe if you'd like to become part of the Goblin Army family. And if you'd never like to miss a post, push that bell icon. Now, you spread positive vibes. I'll spread positive vibes. Until next time, have a goblin-tastic day. Bye!